Hey, everybody. I'm Largo. The layer's still here. Sweltering hot, but we're here. Uh, just wanted to give everybody a heads up. This will probably be my last show on Largo's Lair for a week or so while we're getting situations figured out. But fortunately, Wilhelm is here and he'll be helming things and making sure that everything doesn't crash. So if I pop out, it's because my internet's still wiggy. But
Yeah.
hey, Will.
Hey, how's it going?
It's
Really
getting
excited
there,
to be
man.
here today. I know you've had a hell of a week, and it's I feel bad because I had such a great weekend and a great week up until today. I had to go back to work, so that was terrible. And like I said to you before the show, just talking about Joe Fest makes me feel like I'm back there again. So I could forget about the doldrum and move on with some awesome stuff that happened. So I'm really happy to be here and share my Joe Fest Valacon experience with you all.
Cool. Let's see what's going on in the chat here.
Yeah, we've got some cool people here.
Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, Eduardo is trying to stay cool too. So I don't think he's pecking on power lines. But we've had some very interesting shenanigans going on here. Andrew Sabina, good to see you.
Andrew,
G
how are you?
Force Racing. Howdy, howdy. Yeah.
Hey,
It's a little over 100 today, which is becoming the
got to
norm.
meet G Force at Joe Fest Valacon. It was great. It was awesome to meet you. Thank you. Uh,
And Bjorn, I'm a pepper. You're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I know you like the Dr. Pepper, man. Next year, definitely, everybody will make sure you have Dr. Pepper.
he had some Mr. Pibb, and it was okay.
It's not the same though.
Yeah, yeah.
World made a cardboard. Good to see you.
Another wonderful person I met, him and Andy, his wonderful wife were there and celebrating their anniversary. So that was so great to get to meet you.
Very cool. Action Figs, our buddy. Good to see you. Mr. James Kent, howdy. So, yeah, the usual suspects are hanging out. Mr. Salzberg, howdy. Yeah, Pib is sweeter. I prefer Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. And Salzburg asked if I got that Fortnite boat. I didn't
Ooh,
because unfortunately I'm gambling that my Ollie's has it, so I'll definitely get one. That Ollie's was at a terrible selection. And when I say I couldn't fit another damn thing in my car, I couldn't fit another damn thing in my car. It was packed. So I was like, it was a pretty big box. And I was like, oh, no way. Oh, and I see Mr. Not Top Goon. Heyo, he was there with his friend. I never got his friend's name, so but they were really nice. They were online just ahead of us, and I got to meet him. So very cool. And I hope you and your friend had an awesome time at Joe Fest. I did hear that he tried the Vegemite challenge, and it didn't go so
oof.
well. Yeah, it's pretty gross. I didn't even think of doing that. So um, that's pretty cool. Pericles is here. Hi, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, without further ado, let's talk about Rat Face is here. Hey, how's it
Howdy.
going? I guess let's talk about Joe Fest. Uh,
Yeah,
First of all, I just want to say, um, I had high expectations going to Joe Fest because I've been there for 2 years, and it was wonderful. Um, Oh, and Drew G. Awesome. I got to meet with Drew G also. I'm going
cool.
to add him to the list of people that I was so excited and frantically running around with. I didn't get pictures of him. I didn't get one with the World Made of Cardboard. I didn't get one with Not Top Goon. I didn't get one with G Force. I never got a picture with him. Like there's so many people I forgot. So if next
Well,
year,
I was going to say,
I'll,
it's one of those things where it's like either you're in the moment and you're enjoying the experience, or you're behind a camera and you miss things. So it's like, it's better
yeah.
you have the real life experience. So,
So here are my takeaways from Joe Fest. This is the things I would do differently. One was slow down and just take in the scenery. Two, not drink so much. Three, not be so loud because I was like screaming and I just got out of control and that might have been some people were like, all right, I'm gonna keep away from this guy, he's a psycho. Uh, but so maybe some of those things, and then really just slow down, take time and maybe have some more personal conversations and not just run around like a maniac buying everything up and blowing all my money. So that's what I'm going to do differently next year. So to say that I had, pretty high expectations because a wonderful thing happened last year, which was the Iconicon meetup. That happened after Joe Fest last year, and we got to put the face to the name of several people. And after that, the community kind of grew, and I met you, Largo, and Bjorn, and a lot of great people in the Grind fam, Jimmy Salzberg, just about all these people that we started talking on a much more regular basis, and even became friends and started YouTube shows together and things like that. So collaborating with different YouTubers and things like that. I knew a lot of them were going there, but let's face it, people. I come off like a traveling hobo at times. Why would anyone want to befriend me? I'm just this, look at me. So I never thought, I knew I would rub elbows with these people at Joe Fest, but I didn't think I would get the warm embrace that I got from the community. So these people who I thought I would meet there, treated me as a friend, and it felt really good. So Mr. Embargo was there. Yeah. How you doing, buddy? I think
Whoops.
yeah, my takeaway, I'm broke now. Yeah, me
Yep.
too. Embargo did pretty well too. I seen him walking around with some bags, so I know he did. He did pretty well also.
Cool.
So beyond my wildest expectations, So
Looks
Bjorn.
like Bjorn made an impression.
So yeah, I got there. I took my little thing. I was supposed to meet Bjorn, and then it's kind of weird because he's like. Hey, I'm at this fest, but it's Augustino's fest, and it's just a little weird. And I was like, no, Bjorn, you got to go to the other side. It's the Joe Fest. No, I'm kidding. That's the eatery at the hotel there, and if you wait long enough, they pop an ad up for it. But yeah, so
Oh, there
Bjorn
it is.
got to experience his first Joe Fest as well. We got him the thing there. Bjorn is the guy that he mods for our channel. He's in the community. Just a real character, and it was really great to be the person who helped him, go to his first Joe Fest. It was absolutely my honor. So that was great.
Cool.
So the night I got there Thursday night, and believe me, it started off with a bang. There was another picture here, but immediately upon arriving, I was scooped up by a message saying, "Get down to the lobby." And I got in there, and there was a carload of some of my favorite people. Adam from Go Figure, Mr. Articulated Chad, or just It's Chad, you know, and some of the other guys there. I'm forgetting everyone's name. We went out to eat. Here's Chad eating all of my chips without permission. He would just reach in, he'd take them and make direct eye contact with me and just eat them. He's just such a
You know what it
powerful
is?
Chad.
It's the Hawaiian shirt. It gives you swagger.
Yeah. So that was just a blast. And shortly after, we got back to the hotel and Ken arrived. So that was awesome. So
Nice.
we hung out and I bought Ken a beer. Uh, really happy to see him. And he brought along his friends. So I got a nice photo with Ralph. That was awesome.
Cool.
And so then the next day, so that was the end of that day. We just, blah, 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 got drunk, talked. Next day, we went out to breakfast, and right after that, we went and checked out a local toy store. Uh, that's right, Salzburg. Yeah. And, wanted to say, just take a second here. I see a lot of people in the chat, and, like Not Top Goon here saying, what do you say? I spent $1.50 and I don't regret it.
Oof.
So many awesome people. Wanted to try. Yeah. Just had a great adventure. So that's awesome, man. And yeah. Chad got his coffee spilled twice, one of which was me doing that. I did that. Yeah, that's right. So
That's a
yeah,
party
so
foul.
we went to this awesome little toy store. This is Friday before the show began. So, we did a little toy hunting. I was supposed to pick Bjorn up from the airport. I assured him multiple times that I would be there on time, waiting for him as he got off the plane. Well, due to the chaos, this was it was myself, Chad, um, Zazel, and I think Adam from Go Figure, right, was there. And we things went. We took a couple wrong turns on the way back. Someone was having digestional issues, and we had to stop at a CVS, and that took us far away. But we were able to score some stuff. I didn't get any of this stuff. This Exo Squad stuff and Robotech stuff looked awesome. I really wanted to get it. Chad picked up some comics here. I think everyone got a little something. The only thing I got was this Peg Leg Pirate from 1991, The Pirates of the Evil Seas. And you know what? I just had to pick him up because I love weird old knockoff toys, as you know. So I picked him up, and I think Zazel got another pirate as well. So
So now you're pirate buddies.
Yeah.
G-Force is saying Scuba and Jeff helped Chad carry his new Defiant out to the car. Yeah,
I saw that, man. So grats to him for picking that up. That is something that, I've said is probably just not practical at all. But yeah, there were a lot of great comics there. Not only Drew picked up a lot of great comics, Jeff Barker picked up some Grail issues.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And that was.
Did you get a chance to get Larry Hama to sign any of your G.I. Joe comics, or?
You know what? I'm a fool because I wanted to do that, and I just got caught up in everything, and I completely forgot to do it. So I really hope he's there next year, and that's probably going to be the first thing I do is go and get that taken care of. I'd really like to get a photo with him and maybe a signature on something.
Now, what's the story behind the Pepto run? Was that
so? That's what happened. Yeah. So someone was having travelers' stomach issues, and we had to go get some Pepto. Yeah. So we went way off, somewhere way there. Hey, yeah, we did talk about the potato chips. Yeah. This is him.
And the Defiant.
Yeah.
Oh, he likes the potato chips.
Oh, he did, man. He loved them. So we were supposed to get some Pepto. We went kind of over the hills and far away. And then we're like, oh, yeah, we'll make it back in plenty of time. I make a right turn at one point and get locked right in. There's the slowest moving train ever. So if you check out Chad's Instagram, they filmed a nice little Pepto commercial in the backseat of my car while they were doing that. As a result, I wound up being late for picking up Bjorn. I texted him. I showed him a picture of the train, and we were good to go. Oh, there's the train right there. I did make a slide of it. So, yeah, stuck behind the train. Bjorn's new. He gets there, and he's like, where's Will? And I'm like, yeah. But we were able to get online pretty early. We were some of the first people there. Like I said, we all lined up. Chad doesn't line up. That guy, as soon as we got online, he just like ran into the convention because he's just such a Chad, and he was just eating people's chips, going through through booths and just ripping. That's us congregating there.
I tell you, man, you got to get yourself a Hawaiian shirt. It gives you the muy macho feeling you need.
Look, you guys stood in line. And then the line grew, man. Look at the size of it. That was when we first got there, and then it blew up, man. And Hans Chow showed up. That was really awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, and I didn't get a picture with him either. And like I said, I spent a ton of time with him and never got a photo with the guy the whole time I was there. Such a turd. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I've got real quick here. I just wanted to share this. Let's see if it's a little video. This is just of us going in.
Let's go. All right. Oh, there's so many people here already. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, these are all the Chads sneaking in.
All right, we're going. Yeah, and then we're going around. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, they'll just.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it real quick, but this is just this is Tony Desert Rat in the Valaverse team working, and I just want you to listen to Tony here. He's just just his level of customer service here is he's
I
like,
don't know if we
he's-
got it in cash or card. Card? Yeah, it's gone. No problem. All right. Thanks, man. Come around here. Sure. These are for your covert condors. So once you pay, take them and your points around the back. We'll go that way and look at the Resvani on the way. And
yeah, I'll do that.
Condor at the back.
So let me do the one. Thank you, sir.
so then
Yeah,
so,
quite the professional there.
uh-huh.
He's been well trained by Bobby.
Oh, here's the excuse. I didn't sneak in. My friends and I had arranged to sneak the floor before doors, and then I shopped alone. Yes, of course.
That's right.
An arrangement. Yeah. So I had the pleasure of Mr. Bobby Bell himself helping me out. And I did it. I just fast forwarded through that. That's me ordering everything. But we got quite a lot. So yeah, we jammed that out.
All right, that's your bag. Yep. These are your 2 tickets.
Great.
Take them around to the back.
So yeah.
Delta 17 in the house.
So I got to see
Look at
Ken.
this
Cool.
That was great. Yeah, I got to see Delta 17. Huge fan of this line. The Marauders guys.
All right.
All right, what you need? And
Does anyone know who this guy is, man? He's
Chinatown
hilarious.
Trucker. And not Snake Plissken. What's his name? I'm gonna. New York tour guide. New York tour guide.
I also got one of
all
the.
right, you got the combo. We all love it.
You're also getting like a free gun with it and a sticker.
All
All
right.
you need?
That's it. Yep.
And we need a bag. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna give you a sticker,
Awesome. Thank you so
a
much.
gun,
We'll come back around. Yeah.
and
I was right.
And what do I owe you?
cool Marauder bag. $20.
40?
Chance you need to get the t-shirt. I'm gonna be back. That's badass.
I really should get that. How much is the T-shirt?
$10.
$10. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you.
Do you have a 2XL?
75 plus 30.
I'll take it for $10. Hell yeah! I mean, come
All
on.
day long,
Yeah.
right? Oh,
Yeah.
you're my new favorite guy, though.
All right. All right.
So yeah, they're just great guys over there at the Marauders booth also. So
Look
and
like
then
they're having a really good time. Yeah.
yeah. So then I think I just kind of buzzed through the show and just as you could see, I don't know if I got it there. Just checking out a bunch of stuff and going nuts. I think M. Vargo just walked by me there with some bags of stuff. So let me take this one out. That was my little video clip. So yeah, it was just fantastic. I mean, what a great first day. The energy, it was wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And a
Drew,
lot
how
of
about-
after hours shenanigans going on. G-Force Racing saying he got to hang out with Tony and Michael and Melinda and Laser Pants. And I bet that was a fun hangout. And Not Top Goons saying, yeah, Tony is a nice guy. And he was
Yes.
able to pick up the infantry commando, which is becoming harder to get these days.
Which is great because I got the last one. So Tony,
Nice.
I think as soon as I asked for it, he said they were sold out. And then, Bobby was like, nope, there's the one on display up there. So I got like the shelf version.
Oh,
so it's
cool.
pretty
So he
good.
actually sold the
Yeah.
display to you. Nice.
Mhm. And yeah, so Sarge was there. And, I got to say, hey, a lot of these experiences were other people's experiences, and I just happened to be there in the in the thing. So I don't have all the pictures I took because I sent them to those individuals. But
Right.
Friday night, I got to witness this in the lobby. This is the hotel bar. Ken over clutch by Sarge. Sarge
That's
was holding
awesome.
court there, and he was chatting away. And there's a lot more photos there. But I sent them to Ken. I figured he could share them on his channel. I'm just I was just lucky to be there, just happy to be there and in the peripheral of all this great stuff going on.
Definitely cool to hang out with Ken, and we should definitely give a shout out to Delta 17. He's been doing some work helping with the backstory on helping that get together, and I think later this year that's going to be coming out. They're working on it right now. the
yeah,
Delta
this
17.
fall. Yeah, I've got a slide for the whole booth, and we could go into
Oh,
that.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Friday night. After this, there's no photos of it, but things went, pretty late.
Right.
And some
Sarge,
shenanigans.
pretty laid back kind of character when you hang
Oh,
with him.
absolutely. Yeah. He was just hanging out, telling
Nice.
stories, and I think his manager there is trying to get him to go to bed, and he's like, let me just choke Ken out real quick, and it was great. It was really great. And then the next morning, there was a film crew there filming Zazel meeting up with Sarge for the first time for a little special they're doing.
Nice.
That'll be coming out later. Of course, I snuck a little picture here of Zazel being interviewed, and you can see the Action Force booth behind him there. Um, Here's another little picture of it. Now I've got a ton of other stuff there, but once again, this is all Zazel's experience, and I'm just there to support him. So we've got myself, Bjorn there, Gaz, Joe Ricondo. There's Hans Chow. There's Chad.
Looks like you caught a picture of the elusive Mad Dog Chad that's usually only seen on stage when he's with his band.
Yes. And Zazel, we're all waiting for the Sarge's triumphant, arrival. He showed up. He choked Zazel out. It was awesome.
Nice.
And and then also Kelly Slaughter daughter, just a wonderful, just a wonderful person. So nice to have been able to spend some time and hang out and talk with her as well. Just awesome. I ran into some other folks too. You got Toy Domination here. You got Dom and Joe.
Yeah.
From Toy Domination. They
Cool.
were picking through some shells right where I thought I'd find them, looking through the shells of vehicles and stuff. We love that stuff, so that's great. Ran into Michael French from Retro Blasting, and you can see
Awesome.
Jeremy Jernigan behind him there. And then you've got
Oh, yeah.
Podcast from the Pit. Yep, you got just people, like I said, just wandering around. So that was really cool.
It's very cool to be able to see Michael, in a place where he can just hang and be himself and talk with people. It's a different experience when you get to meet him in person, I'm sure.
I had decided to go around and take some footage of the sales floor, and shortly after, I ran into this guy, and he had this terror drone, and it convinced me to buy it. So I picked it up, huge, brought it up to my room, came back down, started my process again, and then
Oh, of course, Bjorn found a tiger.
Yes, we went out to eat Saturday night, and we went to this place called Hobby Town, USA or something. It was right by one of the places we were going to eat. We had never been there. They had some cool stuff. But they did have this giant tiger, and here's Bjorn scratching its butt.
Indeed. Pericles is asking, did you join the Cobra Clutch Club, or
I didn't, and that's another regret that I have. I didn't get the photo op with the Sarge, and I didn't get the one with Larry Hama, which I said I was going to do, and I just never did it, and I regret it. So it
definitely a lot to try to take in. I can see where it's just kind of controlled chaos with everything going on. So.
And then there's Ken, drunk as a skunk. No.
No.
No. So we were just having a great day there. Hi, Ed 5. How are you? I see.
Now, rumor has it that Chad was the premier photo bomber of the event. He had
he was
the special ninja skill to just photobomb everybody.
Listen, he got me so many times, and there's one with laser pins where I didn't even know he was there, and he's doing the exact stupid pose that I'm doing. And when I saw it later, it just absolutely killed me because I had no clue. Because you're in the moment, and being a normal human, not a Chad, I get overwhelmed, and it's hard for me to. So yeah, here's just a couple shots of Saturday night, Sunday morning. We did breakfast with the Sarge. So we had a nice little breakfast there. Sarge talked to us. We had another meeting with Zazel there. That was really nice. But I got to tell you, if it didn't look like I was having a great time there, it's because I had like 4 hours of sleep or less. Probably less. I don't know. Like we were all
partied a little hard the night before.
Yeah, and this was at 8 a.m, So it was like
Ed 5's here. Good day.
Ed, how are you?
Good to see you.
So yeah, it was pretty crazy, man. Like I really I don't know. So then finally, Sunday, finally the kind of excitement around the Valaverse booth died down, and I was able to get some photos. And there you go. There's the one with
There
Chad.
it is, Chad.
He slips his arm under my arm, does the exact same stupid pose I'm doing, and I didn't even notice it. And it was just hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah, I didn't notice until after, so it's just hilarious. He's like
That's
a ninja.
cool. Jimmy Salzberg says when he got his Terradrome, he got it at the JoeCon in the past.
Yeah, I think that was the one that they used to do before Joefest. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so I got to meet with Bobby. I couldn't get all three of them together because they were busy. They were running
all
around.
busy.
So,
yeah.
I kind of circled the booth a couple times, and I was able to pick them off one by one. Would have been nice to get all three of them at once, but
Yeah, Chad saying you guys got no sleep all weekend.
No,
You're just
no.
nonstop.
It was ridiculous. So, like, I'm telling you, breakfast with the Sarge, they should do it on day one before we start the shenanigans, man. Because I was like, I'm listening to Sarge. I'm like trying not to fall asleep, and I'm like, if I fall asleep, they're gonna think like, but yeah,
Right.
here's
You don't want to insult the Sarge,
yeah, just some awesome friends that I met there. Joe Ricondo, Scuba Pete, man, he was there. Yeah, it was great. And here's one last photo I took before we were leaving. There's Chad. He's looking a little sleepy in this one here with Gaz and Kelly Slaughter again. Just great. And I think that's the last slide there. So yeah, just wonderful. And all I got to say is, just thank you. If I forgot to mention your name or something like that, it is just, I am beyond moved by the kindness that, Chad, Gaz, everyone just showed me. And, I didn't expect it. Look at me. Like I said, I'm some hobo that, I'm surprised people would trip if you room with me.
Room with Will.
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, Gaz was there too. Did you run into Gaz?
Yeah, that's him in the pictures there. So let me just go back. That's Gaz right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right on.
So he was there, and
it's cool to be able to put faces with names. I mean, we talk to so many people online, and we just know them by their internet handles. It's cool to, get to know people.
Yeah. So like I said, if I forgot to mention someone or something like that, it's not personal. I just can't wait to do this again next year. It is going to be even better. And like I said, I'll drink a little less, I'll sleep a little more, I'll be a little less loud, and I think I'll do much better. And I'll take my time, slow down, budget better, go with a list, and stop buying such random crap.
I was going to say that almost sounds like people making New Year's resolutions. It's like, yeah, next year, I swear. It's like, yeah, okay. It never works out.
Yeah, and then there was the boots, and you saw the little video. The first three boots I went to: Valaverse, Delta 17, then Marauders. There were other ones, and they were all great. And I have a lot of footage. I was just having a lot of trouble getting it upload it. I just been a disaster all week, and I don't know why. I
was going to mention, since we're having some some technical difficulties with the layer, most of the Joefest footage is going to be on Wilhelm Toy and Hobby. So look for that intermittently on his channel, and we'll definitely put some links up when there's new stuff there.
Thanks, Chad. And he says, and thanks for your chips. Jeez. So, So check out the Valaverse booth. Really cool stuff there, man. We got to see the Resvani for the first time. They had a couple models there, so it looks great.
Right.
We also got the price reveal at the panel, which was really awesome. They had this really great setup over here where they they show all the figures in there. They had this nice diorama. I don't know who made that. I was going to ask.
I was going to say, I think it was the Articulated Ninja and Laser Pants who put that together. I think the Dio itself belongs to Bobby, but they're the ones that set up the whole display, and they did a great job.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And I guess I should have known this, because the next part here, like where it said winter is coming, and they had the little Arctic thing. There were no figures there day one, and then after the reveal, they put them in there. So I'm like, I guess I should have realized it. Yeah, there was a
teaser,
little,
right?
So
Just a
There's
break from the Valaverse here. M. Vargo mentioned Liberty Customs. Is that a booth that
yes.
you had a chance to hit?
They have some really awesome stuff there. As a matter of fact, I think Chad got some good footage and put it up on his Instagram with some of the
Cool.
details there. Yeah.
Another one that I'm excited about is Monster Force, and that's a collaboration between, I believe, Fresh Monkey Fiction and Big Bad Workshop, where they're putting together 1/12 scale monster figures that are in a military line. I think that's coming
Operation
out
Monster Force
fourth
looks
quarter.
awesome. I was trying to get videos from the prototypes, and the guy standing next to me grabbed one of them and like ripped its arm off or something. So the guy was like, "Hey, don't film that," And I was like, "No." Oh, Liberty Customs made the Dio for Valaverse. Thanks, Emvargo.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it.
Uh
Yeah.
oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm brown out.
Yeah.
I've got a battery backup, so if I crash,
Okay. All right. Hopefully, I got fingers crossed. So yeah, and then there's all the exclusives they showed, the new card backs, the PowerCon exclusive, the glow in the dark. What's he called? I forget what he's called. The glow in the dark
Tracer. I think it's the Swarm Tracer.
Yeah, and not Top Goon was saying that tactical operator figure from Monster Force looks amazing. Is that the what's his name?
Yeah.
The main character, Declan Van Helsing or whatever.
Van Helsing, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they're doing that in two different scales. They're doing a 1/18 scale and the 1/12. So I'm not sure which one is which, but I was very impressed. I'm a sucker for Valaverse. Everything they showed was awesome. Things that we saw from the Vala Fair and things we hadn't seen yet that were new reveals. That was cool. But I was really impressed with what Marauder was doing and Fresh Monkey Fiction and some of the other guys we're seeing that are coming out with some newer lines this year.
There was too much. This is the first, and then also, you got your Desert Rat,
In the
3.75
Palatoy
figure.
style. Mm-hmm.
Yep, which was really cool. And I would just say that this was the first year where I didn't go to every single booth. There were entire booths I missed because there was just so much going on. And that's why I say, like, next year, I'm going to slow down, pace myself, get through the whole show. This was probably, I think, attendance-wise, there was the most people there this year than any other year because it seemed like there were actual times when I couldn't get down an alley. And that never happened before. Like, I was trying to get down.
So many people trying to hit all the booths.
I couldn't get through, and I just backed out and went around because it was just too much. But it's a great problem to have, man, because, every other time I went through and probably looked at every booth 2 or 3 times, And
Sure.
Point where I was like, hello again.
Hello again. Mr. Wonderful's in the house. He's somebody we want to try to interview sometime in the near future. I think we're going to have him on the Infinite playlist, and we're going to talk about his new Hexa stack as well, because that's
right. And as a matter of
cool.
fact, feel free to just go ahead and put it in the chat. But I think Mr. Wonderful will be talking about the Hexa stacks tonight at 9:00.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
he's making the rounds. So I'm not sure which channel he's on tonight. Do you know?
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was really impressed by what I saw from Delta 17, and not just because Ken is involved in it. I just thought they were really awesome. I'm a sucker for the O-ring. I'm a sucker for the 3 3/4 inch. I mean, I like the 4 inch, anything 1/18 scale, really, but these really just are something that I've seen in recent years. I know we know about Operation Recall and Call Sign Longbow and Legends of the Hidden Force, but these just hit me. These make me feel like I'm playing with my Joes again, man. And
so these are
great booth.
Some really great sculpts, and you got to see some of the prototype. Now, were these prototypes or these?
These are prototypes and paint masters. So these were just painted up for the show. So, but they are saying that they're going to be out this fall, or fourth quarter this year, and they are fully funded. They are just making them and putting them out for sale. There is nothing. Mr. Vargo there, Michael. I am picking them up also.
Toy Frenzy tonight.
Toy Frenzy, yes, thank you, and I'll be there, Mr. Wonderful. Can't wait to find out more about that. So I'm a sucker for these. I got to speak to the creator, I got to speak to Ken, and they said, they're doing vehicles, they're doing more figures, so lots of cool stuff to come. So I
Yeah.
really liked it. I was even able to score a free T-shirt by kissing their asses, and I did that
See,
enough, and they were like, "Yeah, here's a
well,
T-shirt."
I've got to say, like Embargo saying, O-Ring is making a comeback this year. There's so many new companies coming out with new designs in the O-Ring
Mhm.
style. It's impressive. People still want it, even though Hasbro
Well,
can't
I
seem to get
think
it
that
figured out.
void that they left made room for all these creators to come in and make these awesome products. So
Yeah.
I'm fine
You
with
know,
it because I think
yeah,
the more we have,
I'm
the better.
right. I'm partial to the 112th, but
Mhm.
if you want a vehicle, really 118 makes more sense. I can understand why 118 is still a popular scale, especially if you're an old school collector. And
Listen,
it's not going away. It's going to
I
be there.
get it because when I pull up the toy cam, you're going to see, I've got the 112 stuff. I picked that up and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, I like this, but it's the 118. I'm like I said, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 bookshelves full of 118 stuff. I'm not going to do away with that, and nothing hits me in the feels if everyone loves that saying,
Yeah.
like 118.
I'm
I
I'm with Chad. Like Mr. French is fond of saying, fans are doing the best work these days. He's right. We don't need Hasbro anymore. There's a lot of good companies out there that are making quality products in the
Mhm.
scales that we like. So if
Hey,
uh, if the big
just
if
like
the big companies don't listen, the little guys are going to make it.
when I was a kid, I would often take an entire line of toys and kind of put them aside when something new and fun came out, whether it be He-Man or Transformers or any other toy line. I'd play with them for a while. But I will say I always went back to my Joes. I always went back to my Star Wars and always went back to my 118. And when I got back
You
into it, it was the 118 stuff that drew me back in. I'll play
you
with any toy
never
for fun,
what is
you
it?
know?
You never forget your first love. Speaking of first loves, World Made of Cardboard said he and his wife had a great time, and she actually wants to book the Marriott right now for next time. She's ready to go to
That's
the
great.
next
That's
one.
great. Yeah. And, if you got a chance to meet with a World Made of Cardboard, not only am I a huge fan of his channel and everything he does, all the work he does, but meeting him in
Yeah,
person, just a
nice
terrific
guy.
guy. Yeah. And Andy is just a sweetheart. So I
Cool.
really hope to see you guys there next year.
Speaking
That's
of
great.
nice guys, there's our buddy Oz.
Ah,
Good to see you.
Oz, how are you?
And Adam from GI Joe: The Lost Chronicles. I'm
Yeah.
working on something that will be of interest to you. I'm sure. I got once I get the video situation here figured out, I got another Big Joe unboxing coming. So soon as I can, we'll get
And
that
Ian
going.
Sweeney, who I know is a 118 scale fan, is now if they could bring 3 3/4 lines affordably to this side of the Atlantic, then I'll be pleased. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, man. You get the short side of the stick there, and
Distribution is tricky for Europe, but hopefully they'll get it squared away.
yeah, and Embargo. I was just gonna say that Mr. Cardboard there was showing off some of his cardboard or paper craft um, action figures that he made. These are like transforming, fully functional robots he made completely out of paper. He's developing these and kind of working on them just to distribute for free for people to have
Sure.
fun with. So just what a
Well, he's
terrific
not
guy.
just a hobbyist. I mean, he has
Yeah.
an engineering background, and he puts that to work into his
Yeah,
paper craft, which
I
is
already
awesome.
built the 2 bases that he released the for
Nice.
Final Faction. You got the alien base and the other one. Go check out our Bjorn if you can link his channel because he's got the
Hmm.
PDFs. You could print them out and make a little base for yourself. They work with wall 118 scale figures. They're really cool. And oh, we got someone popping in here. Valacon was pretty
Hey,
okay, I guess. It was awesome. Laser pants. What are you talking about? And
he's just
yeah,
being modest.
Ryan got me. I was filming the Valak burst booth, and he's like, "No filming," and because Ryan's like 9 feet tall, so I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, shit," and I dropped my thing and pissed my pants. It was terrible, But then he just said, "Just kidding," and I had to
What
walk
was it that intimidated you? Was it the lifelike beard or the kung fu grip? Which one got you?
around both of them. Yeah, he got me. So yeah, that was great. Uh, let's see, where were we? So yeah, I mean, 118 scale. Lots of cool stuff there. Delta 17 was my favorite, though. You can see some of the characters here. There's a couple, troop builders down there at the bottom, and then you got some of your main characters there. I really like this guy. His name is Rooster. And you can see him
Okay.
on the poster. He's just all camo. He's got that cool mohawk. Man,
Yeah.
I love him. He's my guy right there. That's like
Now,
my
had-
number one dude.
I was gonna say, did you get a chance to talk with Ken about some of the backstory that they're doing with this, or is that still?
So
to be
they're still
announced?
working on it. Yeah, they're working on it. And from what they told me, though, the comic is going to be fantastic. You know, he said he's even delayed it to, yeah, good times. Yep. And not Top Goon, man. He's saying Valaverse was really the first to get me into collecting. A
Nice.
consistent toy line. Yeah, quality troop build figures. I've always wanted. Also being introduced to this community. It's been a blast so far. Absolutely, man. And you're hilarious. So, you know.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt that Bobby's surrounded himself with some really cool people who are helping him to make this happen, including Bill Nedrow, who did the novel, and
Yeah.
all the artists, and not to mention just the knuckleheads in the 3 POA that keep the morale up. So
Yeah.
it's a fun bunch.
And here's some of the bad guys. They all look badass. I love them. I love that
Nice.
chick. She's evil.
I like the
Russian.
colors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I didn't get the bad guy. He's the boss there. I forget his name, but yeah, he looks awesome.
So
I can't wait
is
to get
it
him.
kind of sci-fi military or?
Yeah, there is. There's like sci-fi elements to
Okay.
the military thing. The Delta 17 force is kind of more traditional military, but some of the enemies go into the realms of sci-fi ninjas. But I'm okay with that. Ooh, the novel is available on digital download today.
Oh.
I did not know that. That's pretty awesome.
Excellent.
So, great. I think if you get that on, I know it's kind of like ghetto audiobook, but I know if you get it like on Kindle or something, it'll read it out to you. It's not like voice acted,
Right.
but yeah.
I might have to download that, because reading a physical book, my bifocals are giving me challenges. I'm reaching that age, so maybe
Yeah.
it'll be easier to do the digital on my Kindle.
But yeah, Delta 17, man, it's probably the thing I'm most excited for. And later on, one of my toy hauls may play into it, because I'm going to ask everyone's opinion on what they think I should do with this.
As they get further along, we're definitely going to start picking Ken's brain about Delta 17. What we've seen, it looks really cool. Definitely impressed with it.
Yeah, Ian's saying, I see they are keeping the tradition of the villains looking cooler than the heroes alive. Yeah, I said that when I was at the booth. I was like, there's characters I love over here, but over here on the bad side, I love like every single one of them. They're all great. Yeah.
What is it about, bad guys? They get the coolest cars. They have the hottest chicks. They have the best uniforms. It's a bad guy thing. I don't know.
For a big enough super chat, I'll come to your house and read it to you out loud.
Aw, I'd like a
look at that.
bedtime story. Yeah, we should. Yeah,
And
we'll just have a
guys-
segment, bedtime stories with Ryan. That'd be beautiful.
$5. $2 enough, Mr. Laser Pens. Yeah. So yeah, Father and Son Galaxy, he was saying first book he's finished in years. And you know what?
Yeah.
That's the kind of book it is. It really does pick up. I really love the pacing. I love the way that they write the action. It's done in such a great way that it's just
And I like a book.
I'm
That leaves you
kidding.
wanting more.
I can't read. Me no read.
That Seattle school system. It's sad. We'll have to start a GoFundMe for him to get a
Yeah.
tutor.
They'll have the picture book. So yeah, let's get into some of the Joefest hauls. So here we go, guys.
Got to
You
have a
can't
pirate in the bunch.
Joefest without a peg leg pirate from 1991. I know you guys don't want to see that. And then here's all the other crap I picked up. I didn't want to pick up any of these guys, but I love the 1/18 scale stuff. I was not into collecting when these Star Trek figures came out, so I got Sulu, Nero, and Chekhov. These were like $5 each, buy two get one free. So I was just like, hell yeah! Picked up some pirates from the Pirates of the Caribbean and some of the Hobbit figures that I never knew existed. So I was just happy to get them. I got my Terradrome. which is mostly complete. Both gun turrets are broken, and it's missing one door, and then a lot of the little tchotchke parts. But with the power of 3D
If only you
printing,
knew a guy who had a 3D printer who could help you out.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's one right behind you. Yeah.
So I think I could 3D print some of the parts. There's some gunk on
Yeah.
there. It's dirty. It needs a bath. But
Now, did you get the little jet? Was it the fire bat that comes with it?
yes, the fire bat is
Cool.
included, even though I have the childhood fire bat of one of my best friends that he gifted to me before
Nice.
he passed. I never got his Terradrome, but he gave me the fire bat because as a kid, it was one of my favorite vehicles. I always loved it. And sometime during young adulthood, he said, you've always liked this thing. Do you want it? And I just took it. Yeah. So great. So yeah, I have to get some pieces for it and stuff like that. But I'm going to get it. That whole center thing with the dome and the fire bat was kind of the most important thing. The doors, the chairs, the clips.
Right.
Well,
like
thank
Epic
you, Matt.
saying, you can repair anything with Legos. We learned that from Toy Polloi. I mean, that
Yeah.
guy can take Lego pieces and fix anything. It's amazing.
Yeah, Chad, definitely. Once I get it all set and cleaned up and I'm ready to start putting it together, yeah, I will let you know. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
I know that
another-
Matt
I was gonna
Swafford
say-
from Reclaimers
Right, I was-
Vintage Toys saw that I bought that on, I think, on Instagram, and when I saw him at the show the next day, he's like, I got some parts too. So, great. There was originally day one, I found one that was in pretty good condition with some reproduction parts on it, and it was like 400, and I was like, yeah,
Ouch.
kind of, not something I want to buy. But right after that, Matthew Comstock, who I got to meet at Joefest, wonderful guy, great dude. He went ahead and bought it. So grats to him. He got a really nice Terradrome, and I'm really happy. There was something else at that booth that the guy had boxed and carded Captain Power figures. They were like 20 or 30 each. But he had all the main characters, and then he had the two main vehicles in the box, and they were actually pretty affordable. And just when I was thinking about pulling the trigger on them, I saw some other guy just scoop them up, and he was walking over.
Scooped them up. Yep.
Hey, usual Mike,
good to
TV,
see you.
how are you? Yeah, and he scooped
Very
them up
cool.
and got them. This was the next big
Ooh.
get for me, man, was the MASH military base. So, if you guys know me, you know that I got the entire figure collection, the Jeep, the ambulance, and then I was able to acquire the helicopter earlier this year for a fantastic deal. The
And
base
these
was
are,
something.
these
the
are getting
base-
kind of rare. I
The
don't
base was
think I've
something.
ever seen this.
Yeah, I wrote it off because it's usually over $200. It's a play mat with these like blow mold. The plastic is like the same quality as like an old Halloween mask, So
yeah.
it was something that I didn't really feel like. I was actually gonna try and make one, just to approximate one. But this guy had the box set. It's got most of the It's got all the buildings, most of the pieces, and it may be missing some of the little accessories that could easily be found and replaced. But he had it. It was $80. I just pulled the trigger on it and I bought it. So
Now this is in scale with the 118 figures that they put out for MASH.
yeah. So this
Oh,
is
okay.
this folds out and it is a 4 foot by 4 foot play mat. And then you've got
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. The landing pad, the helipad, and then a bunch of little tables, chairs, accessories, and everything else that goes with it. So
I can't see from the cover boxes. Do they have the swamp there where all the guys hang out?
yeah, one of those buildings is a swamp. I think maybe this one in the
Okay.
center. They've got
Huh.
I think they even have a little still that where they're distilling gin or whatever they're doing there. So. Yeah, so G-Force, probably right after I bought this, I'm running with it, this huge set, and I'm like, yay, I got it. And then I run into Scuba, and he's got the Rambo set. He's got the Rambo base, and we kind of like met behind like,
Nice.
the Valaverse thing. It was great. And I gotta say, when I picked up my my Terradrome and I was walking back to my room with it, everyone was stopping and like congratulating me. So like, just what a freaking awesome community, man. Like every 2 seconds, someone's like, look at that. That's awesome. And if I didn't have both hands on it trying to carry it, I would have been getting high fives. So yeah, super cool, man. Okay.
Oh
this
yeah. Well,
is
it's like
something I can talk
Father
about.
and Son Galaxy was saying the drone has awesome playability. It's such a cool play set.
It really does. And I know it's going to be a big task putting it together, but, I'm really down for that task of restoring it. So, I'll try and do as much photography and videos during the process. And then also, I think I'll revisit the MASH stuff. If you remember, I kind of I made the video on my phone and I'm not very proud of it, but a lot of people watched it. So I was always like, I could do a lot better. I think maybe now's the time because I have the complete set and I'll do a
Yeah.
version 2.0 on that.
That'll be cool.
Michael, Mr. M. Vargo, thanks for stopping
Thanks.
by. It was awesome seeing you at Joefest. I hope to see you there next year, and I'll see you in the chats.
Cool.
Yeah, so awesome find. Saturday night they had Cobra karaoke, and everyone was over there. And people were singing songs, and people were drinking. And apparently, I photobombed someone where I was pouring like a big bottle of booze into my big gulp. And I had a little too much to drink. As I was walking out of there, there's a guy like on the floor, and he's got this big box of GI Joe crap. And he goes, Crash was over there, and Crash says, "Man, I don't have $20 on me. The guy just wants $20 for all this stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, that's exactly the kind of stuff that I like. Is these like mystery boxes of a bunch of junk." So I'm like, "I don't have any money on me either." And the guy's like, "I take PayPal." So of course, I PayPal him $20. I pick up this box. There's no bottom on the box, so I've got to scoop my hands under it, right?
Yeah.
And he was walking out of there, yeah. And pieces are falling out, and then he's like putting the pieces back in. I think Joe Ricondo threw some booze in there too. And
Nice.
yeah, so I don't know the story on this. Someone said it was like maybe like he got it for free and then he sold it to me for $20, but I don't care. It was worth $20.
So have you had a chance to go through all the mystery box stuff yet, or?
There was a 10-year-old, yeah, there was a 12-year-old girl that sang Def Leppard, and yeah, I was pour some sugar on me, and it was a little weird. Yeah.
little age inappropriate.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, as a matter of fact, I did take a look. Not until I got home. I put this directly in my car, and this took up like the whole back seat. But I did get to look inside, and so first thing I pulled out was this thing. It's a little Mud Buster. It's a GI Joe vehicle I don't have, and I know it's missing a lot of parts. So this was like a 90s vehicle.
I was gonna say I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it's like a 90s vehicle. It's a little.
Okay.
It's one of the ones that I guess isn't as popular or well known, but I don't have it, so I'm happy.
Cool.
Then I pulled this out, and it's the base that I bought this in the box in the early 2000s. Toys R Us re-released it. This is the 91 or 92 base. It's the one that folds up. Remember, I had one boxed, and last year I donated it to Wounded Warriors, which was the charity that Matt Swafford was doing a Iconicon auction for. And it was boxed. And remember, I told you I bought it in the 90s. It was on clearance at Toys R Us. I bought it like buy one, get one free. And I got the base. Yeah.
I think you got too many windows open because your audio signal's getting a little wonky on my end.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry. Let me close something out here, and I can remove some of this stuff from the stream, maybe. Some of the stuff I already went through. Yeah, sorry.
Yep,
but anyway,
that's better.
Yeah, anyway, 1992, I had to reissue the 2000s one, but I donated them. They sold it. And I was done with it. I'm like, I'm never going to play with that base. And then I saw Chad, and he has one that he customized and made a Night Force base. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, I want to copy that so bad. So I was like, I really want to copy him. And
Epic Badger says you found his childhood. This was the 92 electronic base. I did not know that.
Yeah, so this is a little disappointing. There's a big crack there on the side. You could see one of the flaps is missing, right? So, you're like, this is kind of what I expected to be in the box, right? But no, it's not, because this is only half of what's in the box. So there's
a fixer-upper. Yeah.
But wait, there's more, because not only did I get that and all these pieces, but there was also a complete one right next to it, underneath. Look at that. It's not fully complete, but it's much more complete than the other one. So now I've got two. So this one's going to become a Night Force one. And the other
Nice.
one I was thinking might become a Delta 17 base.
There you
once
go.
I find out a little more about the story. So yeah, then it gets even better because I pulled this little tray out and it's full of little Joes there. We've got some core figures, we've got some Joes, we've got some nice stuff there. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bjorn is saying that Shabby was there.
Oh, I didn't even know. Did I not realize that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. But yeah, a Neon on Night mystery box indeed.
Nice.
So yeah, I pulled the figures out. Hey, they're worth $20 right there. You got, how many figures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 figures, right? These are core. That's a Mortal Kombat. And then you got a Night Creeper and Gnawhide or whatever his name is. I don't know.
Well, I was going to say, you can go through some of Chad's back catalog on his Neon at Night, and he's probably covered a lot of these.
Oh, yeah, and Crocmaster. I forgot about Crocmaster. And he's in good shape. So, yeah, there's some pieces missing, but mostly complete, and it's really filthy. As you can see, I got the top on there. I used a bamboo skewer to hold that up. That's the part where you're supposed to hit this target in the center, and the whole platform collapses, that top platform. There's some booze on top there. But yeah, really cool. I think I lost Largo. But yeah, you can see it's kind of grungy, so this thing needs a bath. So I'm definitely going to do that. I need the door for the jail cell. But the little cannon came with it, no missiles. The elevator works. Little pegs. I put my mud buster in the little mobile repair bay back there, and there's the two next to each other, and Largo's back. Welcome back, sir. So those were my
we're having brownouts right now, so it's just everything that's been going on is still going on.
So yeah, just Epic Badger saying he loved that base. Mike saying awesome. Yeah, I was super surprised that I got that because like I said, I did not know. And yeah, worth way more than the $20 I spent on it. It definitely needs a cleaning, but hell, that's what Joefest is about. Running drunkenly into a guy in the hallway that just says, just give me $20 for this. And you shove
sometimes,
it in your car.
Yeah, the random finds are, really cool.
Uh-huh. And actually, he was a great score. The 99 bananas, why not? Yeah, Joe Ricondo later on said, "Oh, I just threw that in that box as a bonus." I was walking by, so thanks for the drink.
Nice.
Yeah, and I remember you talking about that box in the hotel bar. Yeah, I did, and that's like I said, I live for that stuff. But that's not all because those are just the things I can't get on the toy cam. So I got toy cam here. Let's pull it up and I'll jump over there. Move that over there. But yeah, here's some of my hauls from there was a little boat there too in those pictures. I don't know what the boat was. It was a later Joe boat, I think. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see. So yeah, from the Valaverse booth, I've got a Steel Brigade. I've got obviously the
Warpath. Can you bring her a little closer to the camera so we can see that foxy lady?
Yeah, I got the Warpath Eclipse, which just looks beautiful.
What a great paint job.
Yeah, this is yours, Largo. So I didn't want to pull all the accessories and everything out and get her all
that's cool.
Dolled up because I got to ship it over to you. But
can you show us the tattoo there a little closer? That looks really nice.
Let me know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
That's impressive.
Beautiful. Yeah. And then I've got my my Condor, which comes with a ton of stuff, man. I just put his pistol in his hand and put him on his stand, but he's got a bunch of different hands that he came with, and I'll get.
That's going to be a fun figure to do some toy photography with.
Yeah, and then that was your infantry
commando, cool
infantry commando in the back there that I'm going to send to you. Then I went to this guy. He was working with Fresh Monkey Fiction. This is
Grindhouse.
Yeah,
is it Grindhouse Toys? Okay.
Grindhouse Toys did the Multiverse Massacre figures.
Nice.
The Dread Troopers, and I mean this just comes with so much. You get So he did a 80s VHS box little collector case that it came in. This was a show exclusive, and then he did these little brochures that came in there that looked like the old GI Joe blueprints. Just
Nice.
awesome job, man. Yeah, and it even has this little, you know, um, just a great
Now,
job, man. All
are
around,
the
just
coffee
solid.
stains part of it, or did you add those?
No, that's part of it. That's part of the. And he came with, I think, 3 or 4 different heads. But this is how
Oh,
I
wow.
loaded him out for today. And
Those
you
look
know what? I
good.
forgot something. Yeah, he looks great, and really happy. But he's on like the kind of like the Marauder buck. Here's
Right.
the
Oh, that's the Bullet Man.
the Bullet Man
Just a
figure.
shout out to Samuel Edwards, just dropping in to say hi.
Oh,
Yeah,
hi.
that looks really cool.
Yeah, that looks great.
That's
and that's just what I
impressive.
have him with, and I'm going to do a video on him later. But I just wanted to, get a
Now
good
that's on
shot
a
of him.
Marauder style body. Or is
Yeah,
that Fresh
so all
Monkey
of
Fiction?
Fresh Monkey Fiction, but I'm pretty sure
Okay,
they're Marauder style
they're
bodies,
similar.
or they're
Okay,
similar. They're similar. Here's
those
my
are more
peg leg
like
pirate.
what do you call that? 4-inch rather than the 3 3/4, like
Yeah,
the
they are
O-rings.
like a 3 3/4 inch figure is going to be a little shorter than them. But here's my peg leg pirate. He's really loose and he needs a new O-ring. But yeah, here is and then this is
World
for
Made Cardboard
Marauders.
is he's chomping at the bit for you to show off the Fisher Price jet. That is a cool piece.
That was an awesome find, and that's another repair job. There's our New York tour guide, and
Nice.
you can't forget. I opted for I got Largo the New York tour guide, but then I got my buddy here, Jack.
Jack,
Little
yeah,
Big Trouble in Little China. I chose
very
this one,
nice.
and yeah, he
That's
looks
that's
great,
fun.
and that sticker.
Love the mullet.
Yeah, got to get a pork chop express going. And then lastly, here we've got the desert rat, which is going to look really good. Pair him up with some of my other Joes.
Chad singing the Bullet Man theme song. Bullet Man, the
Nice.
human bullet.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, this was a great find because there was this one booth, the guy I bought the Terradrome from, and
Okay.
he had a box of shells and parts, and I was able to pick up this beater Fisher Price Adventure People jet, and you can see like a dog chewed on it. It's missing the canopy, but otherwise it's in pretty good shape. So
I was gonna
some
say
Repro
it's a good
stickers.
fix. Yeah, a little fixer upper. You could probably
Yeah.
3D print a canopy.
Yeah, and I also got this, which was the Fisher Price Adventure People Safari or horse wagon. I don't know what it is, but it's going to
It's
become
cool.
some kind of military APC or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty great. Let me see if there's anything else I forgot here. No, I think that's everything. There was a Jurassic Park Jeep I found.
Nice.
And
Salzburg saying that the only reason he bought a Mac 10 is because of Snake Plissken. It's like, hey man, it looked cool in the movie. I don't know how they shoot in real life. I've never fired one, but it does look impressive.
Yeah, call me Snake. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And that's enough for me, man, for a whole year. I've got so much to do. I want to get a little, some videos on the Valaverse stuff that I got. There was also some other little things that I may have forgotten here. Oh, there was a Jurassic Park. I got a 92 Jurassic Park vehicle, but it was like one of the wacky vehicles. It's like, it was like a Dino Capture Jeep or something like that.
Bjorn says a Tiger would go great with that Fisher Price truck. And Action is saying that is a rodeo truck from the Fisher Price Husky Helpers, which was a little bit different from the Adventure People. Did not know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either. That's great. I just thought it was a great bare bones. Anyway, yeah, the guy sold me the jet, that truck, and the Jurassic Park Jeep for $10, all 3 of them. I'm like, how could I say no? Of course I bought them.
Chad still hasn't unpacked. He's, still, trying to get everything discombobulated.
Well, he went home and he was setting up that Defiant for the last 2 days and taking pictures.
Plus, he had a very long, that's a long drive for him too.
So,
to quote Knight of the Comet, Daddy would have bought us Uzis. It sucks as a semi-auto. I love that movie. That's so
hilarious. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Vala head packs are coming. That'll be I think that's going to be for next year's releases. I don't know if that's coming out this year or if that's part of Series 5. But
Mhm.
we saw some of those in Vala Fair. Did he have some of them prototypes there?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I was running around like an excited, little nerd the whole weekend, so I didn't stop and take everything in like I should have. So, but I know that they're going to announce Joefest's dates pretty soon, and typically he does the hotel thing. Like I think around January. I think I booked in January or February of this year for this Joefest, so I'll be booking again. For sure. And good news, after all the good times there, my wife may agree to come with me next year. So that's really
Oh,
something I'm looking
nice.
forward to. Yeah, she saw all the
Have a little
good stuff.
yeah. It's not just a boys fest. You know, you can bring your wife and significant other. They'll have stuff to do there. Even if you just end up hanging out with Melinda in the bar and gossiping, it's all good.
That's right. That's
Epic
right.
Badger's wondering if that was the Jurassic Park Bush Devil Jeep. Do you know?
Give me 1 second. I'll go grab it because it's right over here.
Okay. And Chad is saying, "Oh yeah, that Defiant is huge. I'm glad you made it home in one piece with that. That's a big enchilada, but what a neat piece. One I always wanted but never got. Took a pic of the prototype gas mask heads. Excellent. Yeah, I've been wanting to look at those from Valaverse. And usual mics. I think you picked up some amazing stuff. Yeah, I agree. He did. It's very cool being able to live vicariously through my buddy, having him be able to go and pick up some swag for me. That was kind of nice. And then seeing all the pictures and everything. World Made of Cardboard. Pretty much only collect vintage, but this trip, I is dabbling in a little bit of modern. Very cool. Ed, I am hoping to go next year. The plan was to go this year, but I'm helping out a friend doing some dog sitting, and actually with all the weird stuff going on here, I'm glad I didn't go because
Yeah,
my
right.
wife would have been pulling her hair out if I hadn't been here. But that is a nice Jeep. Why don't you blow yourself up big there so we can take a look at it?
Oh yeah. Oh, I could put it.
And
Let's see.
there you go.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's cool.
it's a little bit bigger than the
Mudbuster that you got.
yeah. Um,
I don't, it looks more like a sports car than a Jeep, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's probably for the 5-inch figures. I don't think it's really for that. But there's Barker. Hey, Jeff,
Hey,
how are
Jeff.
you? Congrats on those comic scores, man. I saw he was talking about them in the retro blasting after show chat.
Oh,
And,
very cool.
Yeah, so he got some really cool. I think he got the second issue of Silver Surfer. And,
Nice.
yeah, really, really, really awesome stuff. So yeah, let me get that toy can back up. That's better than
Yeah,
my
Jeff.
stuff.
Jeff has an awesome comic collection. Yeah, I'm glad you guys got the chance to hang out together for a minute.
Yeah, it was great, man. Yeah, I was so like I saw him up on the mezzanine where we were all waiting online. I was like, "Look, it's Jeff! Look to the sky!" I was so excited to see him there. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's all I got, man. All I gotta say is, toys are cool. The people I met, even cooler. Beyond my wildest, dreams and expectations. So, once again, thank everyone who showed this old chunk of coal some kindness during the trip. I really do appreciate you, and I can't wait to do it again next year.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad you had a great time, and it was good that you got to hang out with Bjorn and all of our friends from the interwebs that you got to do some meet and greet. People you've met at previous fests.
Yeah,
got to see
apparently
again.
Bjorn was hopping all around, man. He was like a superstar. He had his hat on. He got probably more pictures with people than I did. I suck at this, and also I snored and kept him up all night. Well, I was only there for half the night, so it couldn't have been that much. But yeah, because I think I rolled in at like 4 a.m. the one day, and then
Well, we're definitely looking forward to seeing more of your footage on Wilhelm Toy and Hobby when you get that.
Yeah, once I get,
up.
I'll have like some tours and some more booth videos and stuff like that. I went through the whole show and I've got footage of the whole place. So hope you guys enjoy that. And also, like I said, I'll be doing some, that Dread figure. I definitely want to do a full video on and show all the different heads and everything it came with and promote them as much as possible. Get a lot of stuff. So, get a bunch of that stuff out there and really promote Grindhouse Toys because he's another, maker making the best stuff out there. So I really want people to get on his stuff. And if you like that, I think I saw a post from him today saying that he had some leftover stock and he will be selling them on his website. So go follow them on Instagram. It's Grindhouse Toys.
Okay. Very cool. And usual Mike saying, if you're just a lump of coal, if you get enough tight bear hugs, you might turn into a dog.
Maybe, just maybe.
So yeah, we're a little over the hour mark. Great swag and some cool picks. Just a reminder, Largo's Lair is going to be on hiatus for a little while because of all the electrical problems. As you've seen tonight, my power keeps dipping in and out. So we'll be doing more stuff over on Wilhelm's channel while we're trying to get this figured out. But I'll keep you guys posted.
I've got a lot of work ahead of me. I've got the MASH set and that whole redo there. I've got a aerodrome to restore, and I appreciate everyone's suggestions and help doing that because that's it's kind of my grail piece. I've said it on a bunch of different streams, was getting the Terradrome and making it kind of the center of my toy display. So I can't wait to make that happen.
Very cool. Rostafibian, you have a bad habit of showing up just as we're getting ready to shut off the show, but you can always catch the replay. It's good to see you. We're going to be hopefully working with him in the near future, doing an infinite playlist, checking out some of his favorite tunage. So that's going to be coming up once we get back from the hiatus. So
once you get the rooster wheel running, you get Eduardo running in there generating the power. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been weird. That's, some of the challenges of living outside of the continental US. Things get a little weird when it comes to utilities.
James Kent has a great question. What's the spider toy Hot Tuna is fighting? There he is back there. Yes.
Let's
make you big.
Yes. That's a teaser for upcoming unboxing. He is part of 8 Legs of Danger, which is a 1/6 scale G.I. Joe adventure team land adventurer piece. He's going to be an unboxing video I'll be working on. So that's my new land adventurer in his stylish jungle fatigues. And so he'll be fighting some giant mutant spiders. And he's got Hot Tuna helping him out there. But I'm working on it.
Jesse says he just bought a Mudbuster. So good. Maybe you can send me some pictures of what mine's supposed to look like, because I know mine's a mess.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Ed5, smash that like button, everyone. Thank you so much. Appreciate anyone for coming in here and watching.
Thank you.
Jeff Barker, you're awesome. You're freaking awesome, man. But yeah.
Thanks, Bjorn says this everyone. Spider is known as a nope. Ironically, this is about the size of some of the spiders here in the jungle, but I don't run into them very often. So
yeah,
I'll stick to the plastic ones. The real ones creep me out.
So let's get Toy Cam out of there and get us back to normal. Yeah. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. Joefest was a freaking blast. It was so awesome. I really hope Largo goes next year. Like I said, I think my wife's even going. So it's catching on like a fever. She saw my awesome photos. And I was telling her that everyone, other people brought their spouses, and they had a good time. So so she's even considering it. So that's a wonderful thing. But have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Definitely appreciate you all hanging out. I'll play us out. Thanks, Will. I will see you guys in the very near future. Thanks for sharing everything tonight, Will, and looking forward to seeing what you're going to have on your channel this week. And now I'm just babbling. See you guys.
Good night.